At 10:15 p.m. on December 20th, 1968, high school students Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday were parked along Lake Herman Road in Benicia, California. They were on their first date, filled with excitement for the future. Everything seemed normal. But that night, something was off. As they sat in the car, a second vehicle approached. The driver exited and walked towards them. Minutes later, Betty Lou and David were dead, shot multiple times. This was the beginning of a terror spree that would haunt Northern California for years. 6 months later, on the 4th of July 1969, Darlene Ferrin and Michael Margot were in their car at Blue Rock Springs Park in Vallejo when they were approached by a man with a flashlight. He shot them without warning. Darlene died, but Michael survived. The killer made a chilling call to the police, taking credit for both attacks and providing details only the killer would know. He claimed he was responsible for the deaths of Jensen and Faraday. This was the Zodiac Killer. On August 1st, 1969, the San Francisco Chronicle, the San Francisco Examiner, and the Vallejo Times-Herald each received an identical handwritten letter. The letters included a 408-symbol cryptogram, which the Zodiac claimed would reveal his identity. He demanded they publish the cipher or he would kill again. The letters were signed with a crosshair symbol, which would become his chilling signature. The cipher was solved by a couple from Salinas, California. It read,
"I like killing people because it is so much fun."
On October 11th, 1969, cab driver Paul Stein was shot and killed in the upscale Presidio Heights neighborhood of San Francisco. This time, the Zodiac left a taunting message to the police, complete with a piece of Stein's bloody shirt. Despite multiple witnesses, the Zodiac slipped away into the night. The case was now a national sensation, with fear and speculation gripping the public. As 1969 came to a close, the Zodiac's reign of terror was far from over. In 1970, he sent more letters to the press, including a map of the San Francisco Bay Area, with a crosshair over Mount Diablo and a 32-symbol cipher, which he claimed would reveal the location of a bomb he had buried. The letters were filled with more threats and taunts, keeping the Bay Area on edge. Despite the efforts of law enforcement, the Zodiac seemed always one step ahead, evading capture and continuing his twisted game. In 1971, the Zodiac sent his last confirmed letter to the Los Angeles Times. In it, he took credit for a murder that had occurred in Riverside in 1966, though this claim remains unverified. He continued to brag about his exploits, claiming 37 victims in total, far more than the 7 confirmed by investigators. The fear and mystery surrounding the Zodiac grew as the years went by. With no new leads and no new letters, the trail grew cold, but the case remained open, haunting the memories of those involved. Despite an intense investigation and multiple suspects, the Zodiac's identity remains unknown. DNA testing in the early 2000s failed to match any suspects. The prime suspect, Arthur Lee Allen, had circumstantial evidence against him, but he was never conclusively linked to the crimes. Another suspect, Lawrence Kane, matched descriptions and had a history of similar behavior, but also lacked definitive evidence. In 2020, a team of codebreakers finally cracked the Zodiac's infamous 340-character cipher, though it offered no new clues to his identity. The decoded message read,
"I hope you are having lots of fun in trying to catch me. That wasn't me on the TV show, which brings up a point about me. I am not afraid of the gas chamber because it will send me to paradise all the sooner, because I now have enough slaves to work for me."
The Zodiac Killer remains one of America's most haunting mysteries. His cryptic letters, taunting the police and public alike, have inspired numerous books, documentaries, and films. Each new piece of evidence, each new theory reignites public interest, but ultimately leads to more questions than answers. The search for his identity continues, a testament to the enduring quest for justice in the face of the unknown. Advancements in forensic technology and renewed interest in the case have sparked fresh investigations. Some believe the Zodiac may have died, taking his secrets to the grave. Others hold out hope that a breakthrough is just around the corner, that a forgotten piece of evidence or a new technological advancement will finally bring the Zodiac to justice. Until then, the mystery endures, a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk behind a seemingly ordinary facade.